Hello, this is Roger, Low Vision Product Manager here at HumanWare. In this video, I would like to show you how to access installed SAPI voices on your Windows system for use in providing text-to-speech support while reading documents. It's important to note that using these third-party voices, we can only make them available to you in the document reading process. What this means is that these voices will not be available to read the interface such as you see now. So they will not read the date, the different icons like magnifier that you see on the screen and so forth. This is because we have translated our interface into languages that support languages we know are included with the a cappella voices we use system-wide. We do not necessarily know the languages you might download and install as SAPI voices. Therefore, we cannot predict that the interface will be translated for the use of them. So first of all, let me show you very quickly how these voices come to be on your system. You will typically contact a third-party provider of voices, and you will receive a download similar to what you see here on my screen now, this Ivona to Gwyneth voice. This is a Welsh voice that I reached out to the provider, and they sent me a file to download, and I will just go through a standard installation process, which places it onto my system. It's pretty much that simple. Sometimes they're free, sometimes they cost a little bit. It just depends on the provider. So now let's take a look at once I've downloaded and installed that voice, how does it become available to me for reading a document? As you can see, I'm in the Prodigy interface here on the magnifier. I'm going to use the arrow in the bottom right of my screen to navigate forward to distance and then to files. I'll open my files folder and you'll see that I have a Welsh example that I've included in my system for this demonstration. Let's open that up by clicking on it. Okay, here's page 1 of my Welsh example. I'll open that up. And here you'll see that it's opened up and is ready to be read. Let's just simply come down to our toolbar in the lower right and we'll click that right-facing triangle just to have it read as it is right now.
Khafat Mr. Stanley Ionolo 18,500 pound dash gain gun was 12,000 pounds a year faith ra dime lotto. 4 RYNO.
I'll
May
bring my
dine dog
toolbar
Khafat
up
Adis Wido
and
YN.
press the pause button. So here you hear Darius, who's my a cappella system voice, trying to read this Welsh document and not doing a very good job at all. So the point is, what we want to do is use a SAPI voice that I've installed because a cappella doesn't support Welsh. So I'll go into this gear setting, which is the 4th button from the bottom right corner. Looks like a gear wheel. Go into my settings, and here I see contrast colors, speech. We have it reading documents only right now. My reading mode is in column. And then at the bottom here, you see reading voice, system. And I know that there's a submenu because there's a right-facing arrow to the right. So I'll click on that, and this will open up my submenu. Here I see that my system voice is, in fact, set as my reading voice, and that is Darius who's doing the reading. Because I have multiple voices installed, I could choose a separate voice that's not reading my entire system just for document reading. So there I see Darius and Louise. Those are the 2 voices that I've downloaded from a cappella. And then down here at the bottom of the list, I see my Ivona to Gwyneth. That's the voice that I showed a few moments ago that I acquired from RNIB and installed. So let's switch to that voice. You'll see that it's checked there on the right. And then we'll use our back arrow in the upper left corner to back out of that menu, and we'll back up our settings menu to the document. And now let's continue our reading of this Welsh document.
Yn ystod cyfnod prawf gyda Beco sy'n sgil honiadau ei fod wedi gwneud camgymeriadau wedi cael iawn dalo 18,500 o bunnoedd. Fe gollodd hi yn Stanley ei...
And pause. So here you can hear Gwyneth reading this Welsh document perfectly, or as near perfect as I can tell. I don't read Welsh, but we did have this tested, and I'm told that it is reading it perfectly well. So that is how you would switch out from an a cappella or a system voice to a secondary market voice that you may have acquired elsewhere. So let me go back into that settings again. That's that gear wheel, 4th from the bottom right corner. Open that up, and I'll go down to my reading voice again. Here we see that I have Gwyneth is selected. But my drawbar shows that there are still more voices below that. So let's continue to scroll down here. So first thing I see is that there are 3 Microsoft desktop voices that are available. These become immediately available just with the update if they're in your Microsoft Windows operating system. So that's David, Hazel, and Zira become available. And let's tap that down arrow in the bottom right corner one more time. And you will see here is a Q Frenzy voice, Zolika. This is a South African dialect voice. So we do support those Q Frenzy SAPI voices as well. I don't have a South African example to share right now, but if I did, I could switch to that Q Frenzy voice and use that for reading those documents that are available in those languages. So this has been a quick overview of how to use SAPI installed systems on your voice from third-party providers. As always, please click on the feedback link to let us know how we're doing. It's the only way we can continue to improve our products like Prodigy and the services that we provide you. Thanks for watching.